Psalm 16:11 reads, "You make known to me the path of life. In your presence there is fullness of joy. At your right hand are pleasures forevermore." Well, folks, it's summertime. For me, it's summertime because I got one more day of work. And that means after you check off these boxes and I turn in those keys to Mr. Robinson, I'm going to be first in line. And I meet with Justin Benedetto at 7:45. School's out for summer. Okay? It's summertime. I get to watch The Price is Right. I can check in and see what's happening on Let's Make a Deal and see how many of y'all are going to give away something really good for something dumb. Because you're going to pick the wrong curtain. You're going to pick the wrong door. Door number 1, door number 2, door number 3. And, you know, it's interesting to see how greed could just take a person down. You already got something good going and you say, I know I got this hot tub. I've been wanting a hot tub. I got a hot tub, but might be something more. What you looking at? I just can't believe it, right? And so that kind of thing, I enjoy it. I like it. I'm a game show person, and so it's summertime. And for some of you all, that might mean, you know, you get to maybe see your grandkids a little more often. Maybe you're going to go to the beach. Maybe you're going to drive to the mountains or go to the lavender farm in Western Maryland. I'm hitting around today. Eating more ice cream. It is usually in this season that congregational attendance, Pastor Barry, and the fellowship amongst believers reach their lowest in numbers. That's right. Historically, the mindset has driven people to display their non-agreement or being fed up with showing up for the pastor and adhering to a strict schedule and regimen and reaching for change and say, you know what? I was there. I went to the anniversary. I showed up for the banquet. I knit the tablecloths. I took that stuff to the cleaners. I ain't going today.
Right. That's true. Amen.
Come on, y'all gonna sit up, get off my amens today. I know you have been at a place where you say, you know what? I didn't usher it. I went out there when it was snow and everything, you know, and I'm tired. I ain't going today. Let me clear up some things first. Being saved and loving God does not mean you don't have fun.
All right. Amen. That's right. Amen.
Let me go back to the title. I'm talking to you from the title today. Soaking in the sun.
Amen.
Soaking in the sun. In fact, it is God's desire that you live a life free from restriction.
Amen.
Free from bondage.
Amen.
Free from being held down and feeling like you can't have fun.
That's right.
All right?
Amen.
John 8:34 through 36 says it this way. Jesus replied, John 8:34 through 36, it says, "You are slaves of sin, every one of you, and slaves don't have rights. But the Son, S-O-N, has every right there is. So," verse 36, "if the Son, S-O-N, sets you free, you will indeed be free."
Amen.
Come on, you missed a good place to shout right there. Religious traditions have taught us that going to the beach or enjoying a summer blockbuster hit at the movies will lead you to hell.
No.
And unfortunately, emphasis has been placed on making sure you participate in every scheduled, organized activity from your local assembly, and completing and checking off, like I'm gonna do Monday, check off the task. But the freedom that Jesus offers is not simply freedom from physical captivity or political oppression. It's a freedom from the power of sin, the power of guilt, shame, and the fear of death. I want to encourage somebody today that it's time to bask in the presence of God.
Amen. I like that. Amen. That's right. Amen.
And you know why only one person, the pastor, is excited? Because we don't understand what it means to talk about soaking in the sun.
That's right.
When you soak in something, you're basking in it. You're relishing in it. You want to remain. You go to a place that feels so awesome. Somebody has to, hey, come on out of there. I got to get in there. It's like being in a household with 6 or 7 people and only have one bathroom.
Right, yeah.
And the person is in the tub.
Oh, boy.
After a long 40 plus hours of work.
Yep.
And they're soaking
Yeah.
in the tub.
Yeah. Right.
And you got to go.
Right.
And you banging. Hey, I need to get in there. And their muscles are now relaxed and soothed. The bubbles are going. They've got the aromatherapy. That's me and Zahire's word. They've got the aromatherapy going. The candles are lit. The music is going. Doo-doo-doo-doo-doo. And why are you knocking?
Right, yeah.
They can't understand.
Right.
They don't want to come out. They're not trying to come out. They're soaking.
That's right. Amen.
This is your season to soak
Yes.
in the S-O-N, the sun.
Amen. That's good. That's right. Amen.
So while I still want you to plan and go to the beach and go for your walks and get your watermelon and make sure it's sweet, and if it's not, take it back. Like I did the other day. I want you to remember it has to be top priority that you soak in the S-O-N, the sun. All right?
Amen. I like that.
Soaking in the sun is good, the S-U-N.
Yes, it is.
But to get the full benefit of freedom and fulfillment that you're looking for
Right. Amen. Come on.
for your summertime agenda,
Yes, I like that.
it must include the S-O-N.
Yes, that's good. I like
All
that.
right?
Amen.
How do we soak in the sun, the S-O-N, to experience this freedom and joy that I'm talking about?